just know they too many people that could. I don't know. I get it. I'm okay with the fact that I don't have a lot of what people say friends. I would call them associates, bro. But it's cool.
Yeah, I'm the same way. It's cool. I understand where I fall in the pecking order, and it is what it is. Like I told you, the majority, like I was trying to tell you, when you was not trying to hear and you was toning everybody out, the majority of the world are simps. The majority of the world is this. And we're the minority. So it is what it is. We got to deal in a minority. So when he said I don't have that many friends, I agree. I totally agree. It is what
You know
it
what I'm.
is.
You know what I'm trying to do, bro. Honestly, in my life, and I actually like it. I'm trying to rid myself of the color complex because if we keep judging ourselves by the color complex, we don't open ourselves up to any real opportunities. Everything that we say, even if we don't say it, we're really saying of the black people, of the black people, of the
Hmm.
black people, of the black people. But I don't think that's the majority, bro. I've traveled this world and things are vaguely, vaguely different. I I'm embracing differences more than anything. And I said this some episodes ago that I the likeness that I like is like minded.
Hmm.
I think trying to find things in common just with skin color is
That's a lost cause.
crazy.
Yeah, yeah,
We
a
are the
needle in a
only
haystack.
culture that does that. To look to skin color to find commonality. And I think that's why we have such discourse in our community.
That separates the elite from the regular. The elite don't look at skin color. They look for, like you say, like minded.
Yeah, bro. And when you say elite, we're talking about
That's
earners, or we're
subjective.
talking
That's
about
subjective. That's
leaders.
relative. But I'm just
Yeah,
saying, the forward thinkers, they don't look at skin color. They don't.
yeah,
Yeah, they don't lock themselves down to just a race.
yeah,
It's
bro.
principles and ideals. Yeah.
Yeah. So I try to align myself with people that have those things in common, bro. I got a
Hmm.
neighbor, man. I got four, five immediate neighbors, right? All Caucasian. And what I've been here 8, going on 9 years. What I've learned from them is that we got more in common than most of the black people that I know.
Yeah. Culture.
And and do I have to have them at my house every day and shuck and jive with them? No, but when you look at your community, the social economics, I think that's so much more important than skin color, bro. And I think we
I
put
don't. I don't.
ourselves in that bag.
I don't think it's socioeconomics. I think it's culture and values. Because you could have a ghetto person with money. You know what I'm saying? This in your
Well,
neighborhood,
well,
socioeconomically. But if the values on the line, then that's a problem, right?
well. Let's talk about that. So, what brings a community together are values. People,
Right.
people with different values, and because it starts with social economics, you have to have the social economics. Um, they have to be similar in order to create the neighborhood. You
To
feel what I'm
qualify,
saying?
yeah. You have to have
To-
the socioeconomics to qualify to be in this said
yeah,
community.
yeah. And then what happens from that when you see characteristics that you don't align with, those things weed themselves out. Like there are
Right.
people that move in a relation in a neighborhood and they may not feel comfortable with the neighbors and they move themselves out. So what I'm saying is the communities that you have, that's not, bro. Those communities are legit communities because we all have the same thing at stake. We have to share space. Um, our children go together, go to school together. We find so much more in common with each other. And it's a different dynamic than just saying, well, because he's black, oh, you should know this. You black. What's it? You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I think that's fake.
Yeah.
That's fake. And when you talk about friends, let's look at it. I tell you this. If I had a situation, let's say money situation, right? I think I got a better chance getting a lump sum or the assistance from my next door neighbor. than I do from a lot of these Negroes out here.
Of course. Yeah.
Because my next door neighbor sees me every day, sees what I put in every day. And if I explain the situation to them, they got value in this. They understand who I am because they watching me. I'm watching them.
Yep.
I've sold my neighbors, both of my neighbors' cars, 30,000, 40,000 dollar cars. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
I just think that we put ourselves in a box, man, when we try to make everything about color, and and I think that gives us a lot of excuses. I think a lot of the stuff that Corey was talking about in our community is because, but I'm gonna tell you this: we wouldn't have got out of slavery, we wouldn't have got out of segregation if it wasn't for white people.
Yeah.
Barack Obama
Yeah.
would not have been president if it wasn't for white people. So it's people, bro. It's people. Like I hate that, bro. Like I wish we would take on the mentality of whatever race of people, whatever you want to call them, that's not filled with excuses. Like God. And I keep saying, like, why is our like the topic that we were having, Ratchet TV? I'm saying if as a people, we're talking about as a country, we shut that down, it would end. Regardless of what carrot is being dangled around the person who's weak. I understand who's weak. But I'm saying if we don't support that, that means they got to put out content that's going to be supported.
Can I say something?
Sure.
You said if we reject it. So you're saying the dummies need to get on board and reject it as well.
Well, let's call them sheep. I don't want to call them dumb. Let's call them sheep. People that are easily led, right?
Okay, the ignorant. Okay, the sheep.
Ignorant.
There we
The
go.
sheep, right? So if we understand the sheep are easily led, who controls the sheep? The shepherd.
Ignorant sheep. Okay, but who's the shepherd? Yeah.
So my point is the shepherd has to report to the person who's paying for the product. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The shepherd are only going to advertise to the sheep that they know are going to follow if this is making it profitable.
So who's the shepherd? Who's the figurative shepherd?
So
In your
the
point.
shepherd, what he was trying to say was the Jews. The Jews, they have an agenda. They want to do this. No, they don't. Let me tell you what the
No,
Jewish agenda
hold on.
is.
The Jews don't have an agenda. They're just monetizing what's popular. They don't have an agenda to keep the black
So
man down. They just looking at. They're looking.
that's what he said. He alluded to that. That's why he
Hmm.
keeps saying they and them. They and them put this out there because they know we gon' bro. What I'm saying is we control what's popular. We like-minded people, not color. We 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 have power. We can be like, nah, you know what? Especially if we are representing people with influence, affluence, right?
Affluence. Yeah. Hmm.
Right? We control that. So I don't care what the sheep are following. If we say, nah, we're not putting money in the networks, we're not supporting this, we're not doing this, we're not doing that, it falls off, brother.
But that's not the origin, though. What you're talking about is not the origin. The origin. You're a businessman. You can see something and be like, okay, I can monetize this, right?
Yeah.
So you monetizing something is not the origin. The origin is the behavior that you're observing. So how do we stop the behavior before it could be monetized? Because that's all a good businessman does. He sees an opportunity and he monetizes it.
So watch this. You're right, but if we do that full circle, we have control. So we're talking about the behavior, right? The behavior is being rewarded.
Right. Right.
If we control the reward,
Or the behavior.
no. If we control the reward, then a better behavior will be rewarded. It's like conscious rap, right? If we
Hmm.
went out and we as a people supported conscious rap, we sold out arenas for conscious rap. We sold out arenas. Let's say Christian music. I just play your game, right? Christian music.
He said,
If
play my
we
game.
Yeah, if we made that the thing, right? And we didn't spend money on ratchet music, what would happen is somebody would be monetizing that thing. See, what happens is this: it's not even about just the entity that's trying to monetize, it's the advertisement that comes along with it, because it's the audience, it's whoever's projecting that audience, everything that's attached to what that audience wants. We're the audience, we control what we want. If we exercise that control and have some morals about that, it changes. Do you
I
understand?
agree. I agree. But self
Yeah.
accountability doesn't start with refusing to or willing to boycott exploitation. The
Well,
account the Go ahead.
the reason why I'm saying that is because when you first started the sentence, you were taking my point a little bit wrong,
Hmm.
even when you agree with me. Let's say the Cosby Show, right? While the Cosby Show was being filmed and on the air, there was still ratchetness all in the streets, but we supported the Cosby Show and we made it cool. That's why little girls want to go up and be like Vanessa. Little girls want to, women wanted to go up and be like Claire. Little boys wanted to grow up and be like Theo. It's because we supported what we knew was morally right. It wasn't saying it wasn't thoughts out there, it wasn't prostitutes and girls shaking their butt or strippers, and that was always there. But guess what? We supported, and I'm saying like-minded people, I'm not talking about color. We supported that. So that turned into the thing that we wanted to be. We supported a different world. We had college was a big thing. It was attainable. It was an opportunity. We wanted to experience what we're seeing because we understood we had that control. We spent our money on that. Think about the advertisers and the commercials that came on when the Cosby Show came on, when A Different World came on, right? These were things that are tied or attached to that and the people that support that. We have control. What I'm saying is, back in the day, the Cosby Show, you wouldn't hear Sexy Red. That wasn't getting support because we weren't for it. We control what's being monetized. Advertisers, they don't know what it is. They're just looking at a trend and trying to adjust. They're always trying to adjust. If we say we're spending our dollar like this, guess what? They give us everything we want.
Okay. Okay. I agree. But where I disagree
Come on.
is you talked about Claire Huxtable and so are you saying real quick? So are you saying that the Cosby Show was a fantasy that wasn't what the black community was putting out?
Okay, so we talking about the black community. No, I'm not saying it was a fantasy. I'm saying our community is way more diverse. It's always had ratchetness, but it's always had the Huxtables, what we see in the Cosby Show, right? What I'm saying is we chose to support and highlight that part of our culture.
Why? Because that was presented to us, right?
Uh, 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 uh,
Show,
uh, uh,
show me, hold on, show me a ratchet show back in the '80s that rivaled the Cosby Show that we rejected.
you're not listening. The attempts have
I just
always
listened
been
to you
there.
the last 5 minutes. Go ahead. Go ahead.
The, you hear what I'm saying? The attempts have always been there. You
I
think
think art mirrors society. So that's
not
why the
that?
Cosby Show. Hold on. That's why the Cosby Show was a success. College was pushed. Remember, just check the stats. College was pressed and pushed on the black community to the point where predatory student loans uh, are the end result of these bullcrap degrees and these overpaid tuitions. That's why a different world was pushed and it succeeded because art imitates life. There was a push for higher education. There was a push for, excuse me,
Are you talking about our community? Or you talking about overall, Mike? Because that's the
Overall,
problem.
overall, and in the black community, overall, and in the black community. I'm just trust me on this, Ken. Trust me on this one. You can disagree, but trust me on this higher education. I can bring my wife down here. I'm telling you, if you didn't go to college, you were looked at as a dummy, as a failure.
Mhm. I respect
There
that.
was a big college push. You went to college. I was pressured to go to college as if that was the end all be all. Like there was this big push for college. Like we can't ignore that part of life. So art imitates life. That's why A Different World took off. That's why the Cosby Show took off.
Well, can I say this?
Go ahead.
When you said there was a big push for college, it
Overall,
was
overall, not the
overall,
black
yeah,
community. Overall, yeah.
yeah. But college has always been a
That's
thing.
why you got these women running around here talking about I'm strong and independent. I got 3 degrees and I got a PhD.
Uh-uh.
Bro, come
I get
on.
it. I get it. All I'm saying is this: we have more control than we're
I
giving
agree.
ourselves credit for.
I agree.
It makes no sense for us to not have control over what's being fed to our children, our youth, our kids. Period. As a country, that's what I'm saying. Sexy red should not be popular.
But you're right. She shouldn't be popular.
That's the
But
problem. That's the
art
problem.
art imitates life, brother. Just like what we're doing. Hold on. Just like what we're doing. We're trying to figure out what topics is good for blah blah blah. We chasing life. We're chasing the algorithm. Not we're not chasing the algorithm, but we're chasing certain topics to make sure that we stay in the algorithm. We're trying
For
to
money.
imitate, or not
For
imitate, but we're
money.
trying. Go ahead.
For money.
Well, whatever. Art imitates life, so we're trying to look at life and make art the same way that Hollywood is doing. I don't think it's Hollywood drumming up this representation of people of black people and then we just falling for it. I think they're just like, oh, I see a section of Ratchet and it's a large section. Okay, let's glorify that because we know that's gonna sell. And then it's selling. But to your point, you saying, hey, stop buying into that. Stop by but listen, the people that's gonna agree with you is gonna be in the minority. The ratchet people that's doing it, they're gonna be like, oh man, we being represented. Oh my God, we're on the big screen. And they're gonna follow it. So the origin of the problem is not the person that's dangling the carrot, like you said, it's us. How can we
Change what we consume.
right, how can we teach
Use our
the
dollars.
goofies. Oh no, let me use the right terminology because
The
you
sheep.
said the sheep. How can we shepherd the sheep into a different direction? How can we change the behavior so that it's not monetized by the predators? Because
So,
again, art imitates life.
and that's the thing. Just like on YouTube, right? Everybody that clicks and views something that are against their morals, against their values, against what society should be, we have control. The algorithm is based on where our attention span is. And it tries to, AI tries to curve that. I'm saying before we are completely oblivious to it. We have the power to control what what we do and what we don't do, what we support and what we don't support. Do you know why McDonald's menu is what it is? Because the
Based on
people by
us.
the
Yeah. We
yes.
curated the yeah.
When Oprah got on TV 30 some odd years ago and said, "Oh my God, I'll never eat another hamburger again." Do you know McDonald's sued her because people stopped buying beef? Remember man cow's
Yeah, I
disease?
remember that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's the control we got. Guess what? If we stuck to that, McDonald's would be selling hot dogs right now. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's the power of the consumer.
Yeah, the
We
consumer,
control.
yes. Yeah, that is so
Yes,
true. Yeah, that's
we have
true.
the ultimate control. McDonald's don't know, like McDonald's don't know what we want until we tell them.
But
When
that's
some
different
when
though, Ken. That's different. That's not
Well, it's
art. That's not
consumption.
that's not art imitating life.
It
But
is.
huh? How? That's
So
they're offering us a product. We're telling them what we like, and then they're curating their menu based on what we like. That's not imitating life.
well, it is. So let me explain. The McRib
Shout out MJ.
only comes out certain times
Yeah.
and is only available in certain communities because niggas gonna buy it.
Art imitating life. They
But if
got the
we didn't
algorithm.
buy,
They got the data.
if we said I ain't finna buy this BS rib, you wouldn't
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah. I agree.
That's my point.
Bro, I don't disagree with what you're saying. I just feel like the origin of the problem is, like you say, us. We got to stop the. I don't want to use the McRib example, but how do you stop people from falling for the McRib? Hey, black folks
Well,
don't like ribs. Like what? Like what's the?
we know that's not real rib. But what I'm saying
I know,
is,
right?
what I'm saying is, and I'm agreeing with what you're saying, but I'm saying that we are empowered. We need to exercise the power and exercise our power based on our true morals and values, and not fall into the matrix, so to speak, right? Because the matrix has always been there. But when we stand on morals and values, the advertisers, the things will come to you, just like the man you are, right? Do you change the man you are to adjust because I want to get this? No, you be who
No.
you are, and you start weeding out. And guess what? The people that's supposed to be in your life will come to your life.
I think the power starts in your home,
Say
right?
it again.
The power starts in your home. Whatever you teach in your
Yes.
home, that way the outer influences don't penetrate and and send you wayward. So that's all I'm saying is I understand what you're saying. I'm in total agreement with what you're saying. I'm just the part I'm trying to suss out is the origin, and I don't think the origin is just saying no to the outside forces. I think the origin is to teach within. That way you're not fooled by the outside sources.
And while you're doing that, when giving the opportunity to make a decision, make the right decision.
Right, right.
You make the right decision most times, things change.
Yeah.
Things change. Look at the price of routes right now, trucking routes per mile. It just changed.
I don't know. I
I
don't
was
have.
I was on the broker side too. So what I'm
Hmm.
saying is when they demanded it, guess what? Brokers had to stop just inflating these prices.
Mm.
When businesses like, hey, we ain't paying X amount of dollars no more for this load. Guess what? Trucker, we had to figure out, brokers had to figure out a way to make it work. The price of them lanes changed real quick. That's what I'm saying.
So what you saying? Hold on. Let's unpack that. So you saying the drivers just was like, well, all right, well then we just take it for 30 cents a mile?
So what happened was brokers were inflating the prices of the rates. We know
Mm.
that.
Yeah,
It's
because they
been
had
that
to
way for a
they
long
had
time
to
because
skim
they
off
had
the
the
top.
keys.
Yeah.
They were skimming off the top.
Hmm.
Well, what changed that was when companies said, "Hey, I'm not going to pay that amount," and they stood on business. Changed the whole industry, bro. All I'm saying is this: think about even as it applies to dating. Now, we had this conversation before. If women change the standard of entry, men will change.
Well, yeah, yeah, totally.
The power is always in the person who has the barrier of
The
entry, and
victim
that's
is
the
the power is
consumer,
always in the hands of the victim,
and
right?
that's the
Because everybody
and
like to
that's
play victim, right? The power is always in the hand of the victim. Yeah,
but guess what? They don't want to be
they don't
accountable
want
and
to
say
see.
we
Right,
did it,
right. They
did
want to
do.
be a victim. Yeah, yeah,
Corey.
yep,
But anyway, pretty good show.
for
Uh,
sure.
bro, we gotta talk about. I got a little situation with my son. We had a
Oh
situation.
no.
Nah, bro, listen. I'm telling him he want to work, get a job. I said I taught you to be an entrepreneur. I gave you 5, 6 different opportunities to go make your own money. Why would you be willing to go get somebody 30, 40 hours a week
Here you go.
and not give yourself
Here you go.
20 and make 5 times the amount?
Hmm.
So my point is, I'm teaching my son to believe in himself instead of believing in somebody else's idea. Because when you go work for McDonald's, all you doing is believing in their process and allowing them to pay you a little piece of what their process is. When
Right.
I gave you opportunity to create your own process, work a quarter of the time, and you call your profit. He wants a job. I said, okay, get out.
Get out. What you mean get out? What? What?
Bye.
Bro.
Leave. Go take care of yourself. See what that
Er-
job is gonna get you.
Everybody ain't cut out to be an entrepreneur. Everybody ain't
No,
ready to be an entrepreneur when you're ready for them to be an entrepreneur.
I respect that. But he don't need no money.
What?
He don't need no money. What money does he need at 15 years old? Let's keep it a
You need
buck.
to think about that. You need to pray on it, bro. You're killing his drive. He has a drive. You just don't agree with his drive.
So I don't
You
want
want
to
him to be out
teach.
here robbing and killing?
I'm no. He's not gonna have to do that. But I'm saying, hear what I'm saying. If I give you the tools to go and create your own, right?
Hmm.
Go create your own. If it's about the money, I don't want to teach him to be an employee. I didn't want
You
any of my
you
kids to
didn't
work.
teach. Hold on. You didn't teach him thus far, and he still wants to be an employee. So what's your point?
That's my point. I don't want to teach him to be an employee.
But you didn't. So
I'm not gonna encourage that. What happens is those relationships, those associations, those create connections. And there's more to what I know about my son. I don't want him to get caught up in those connections because people that are connected in those situations, people that are 20, 21, 22, 23, they don't have the same, um, they're it's a different direction than the direction I'm trying to push my son into.
you're projecting. I just want you to know that.
You can say that.
No,
That's
I
fine.
respect it. I'm hey, whatever.
Yeah,
Do your thing. But I'm just yeah. You're definitely projecting.
absolutely. I want to give him options. My goal is, and I'm about to be 4 out of 5 college graduates. At that point, now you got a choice. If you fall, you're gonna fall from a different level with some different tools, a different subset.
How many other entrepreneurs have you raised since you say you got 4 to 5 and
So it's not just about being an entrepreneur. It's not that. I put the opportunity out there because I know it's not for everybody. But I want to promote education first. Education, education, education. I'm gonna give you entrepreneurship. I'm gonna put it out there. That's gonna be an option. When you decide the life that you want to live, I know the options that I put out there for you. My son don't gotta work at 15. My daughter don't have to work at 17. They want to, yeah. They don't have to. And I'm gonna keep them as active as I can because I want them to develop socially. I want them to develop from an academic perspective. I want them to be in diverse cultures. I want them to be exposed to as much as they can. I don't want them to be exposed to fry grease. I don't want them to be exposed to 40-year-old 40-year-old managers that's shaking
hold on,
fries.
hold on. We worked at Taco Bell, Sturks,
I know, bro. I know.
and
I don't
we
want them.
turned out who we are. And now you don't
I got
no you don't cause so
it.
you don't believe
Listen,
in
bro.
your child.
No, it's not that, bro.
You patty cake
It's
baker
not.
sandwich
It's
your
not.
kid, huh?
It's not that, bro. I want their experiences to be different. That's what I'm saying. Take it to the next level. I can't go backwards, bro.
You said take it okay next level. Don't take them okay. So whatever your entrepreneurial ventures are, make sure it's higher than what you've achieved.
Absolutely.
So don't try to take them down the same path that you did. Since you want them to do something that you didn't do, make sure it's
Yeah.
higher.
Absolutely.
Okay, all right.
Bro, I'm done. You think, bro? I ain't chasing nothing no more. I'm looking at this clock right here.
If I look up in 10 years and your son's selling cars, I'm be like,
That's fine.
no, it ain't fine. It's
If that's
supposed to
what he
be
want to do,
more. No, 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 no.
hold
If
on,
you
hold on,
want to
hold
work
on,
at
hold
Wendy's, that ain't good enough. If you
on.
want to work at
I'm
Taco
not
Bell,
saying it's
that
not
ain't
good
good
enough.
enough.
I'm not saying it's not good enough. I'm saying my responsibility, or what I'm giving my kids, I have a certain level that I'm giving them because I know that I put them further than what I've known, and whatever decision they make from that, that's on them. Come here, Lana. That's on them.
All right, you know me. I'm playing devil's advocate.
Let
We're
see
gonna give
her.
you the whole picture.
Oh, that's cute. It gotta get. It's gonna take some days to get frizzy. When it get frizzy, it look fuller. It look cute though. Them parts is on point though. My daughter, I just got her hair done. But yeah, Lana, let me ask you a question. Come here. She gonna tell me, but she's super active. Can you give me your honest opinion? I didn't ask you to be on my podcast. You ain't good enough for my podcast. Now what? I need your opinion though. Honestly, do you think? And be honest and don't be a brat. Do you think there's value in me not letting y'all work while you're in high school? And you think it's positives to it? Yeah, I guess so. See? Okay. So do you think my concept behind that has value though? It allows you to be more social, have more connections, be more active and stuff. I love that. She said her take was that from her perspective that she feel like she don't want to waste her teenage years and she's happy that she can be active and be sports and have real high school memories.
You know why?
Why?
Because y'all are financially stable, and she's allowed to be a kid. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
agree with that. My kids
Come here,
didn't.
Lana, baby.
Hey, none of my kids got jobs either. I agree.
Yeah. But I don't think that it's projecting, right? Like, come here. So
There's absolutely no reason for your kids to get a job,
yeah,
right?
yeah. Anything she knows. She
So, so why did you get a job at Taco Bell? Why did you get a job at Sturks?
my family wasn't my parents weren't good with money.
See,
But hold on. So this is the thing. I'm tough on her, right? But she got everything she need. She knows she do. And anything that she wants, she knows I'm not gonna give it to her, but I'll give her a path to it and she'll do it. She works her butt off. She two sport athlete, three sport athlete. She would have played softball if they would have released her. Um she don't and you know what? The last couple of years, she don't ask for much and she focused. And she going to college. Do you think honestly, do you think if you would have been working last year and been caught off into that, you think you'll be as focused as you are right now?
no.
See? Say it again. She said probably not because she'll probably just want money. And that's why I didn't want for my babies. Like that right there almost made me cry. I might buy you them John Morants just for saying that. Because it sunk in. But no, like when she said that, like that's coming from and my daughter is a brat, but that's coming from the truth. She understands that I don't want my kids, I don't want to teach them to search out money. I don't want them to do that. If I can put them in a situation where, hey, if money is your goal, here, create an opportunity and I'll pay you for it. And they know I will, right? So if they need something and they learn this, they'll find something to do because they know they're creating an opportunity. The basics, as long as you're doing what you're supposed to be doing in school, I got you. I'm gonna let you be a kid as long as I can. I don't want you to lose focus. Like my baby, my daughter, I don't think she didn't even care about college 2 years ago, right? If I would have let her go from 13 to 14 and then 14 to 15, and she wasn't really on path to make more of her life than I know she could have made, and she would have start working and doing that, that would have created a whole different path for her.
Question.
And she acknowledges that.
Question. Has she asked to have a job,
Years ago,
or is it
not no
just your
more.
son?
Say, Lana, come here. The
Oh my God.
same,
I was just asking.
no, no, at the same age, yeah, they both did.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell them why. And when I ask them why, they tell me they want things. I say, what do you want? And I'll have them paint that out. And then they get to the point, forget it. Then, as they want things, now I'm saying, here, I provided you with opportunities, like I provided her with entrepreneur opportunities. Because I got to teach them what I know, right?
That's right.
And if they take it on, they take it on. If they don't, that's fine. They know how to do it. But I'm not going to encourage them to go work. Why would I let McDonald's give them 15% of what they're worth or what they're producing when I can give them 60, 70, 80%? I can't do that. I can't do that to my kids, bro. That's what a job did to me for years. You paid me 100,000, I made you 2 million. What, that math ain't mathing, bro. So
It's
I
profit
love
sharing.
that. Yeah, I love that. I love that she mentioned and she said that because she know I was really hard on her, but she know doggone well ain't nothing that she ain't gonna get that she worked for, and I think she's getting it. And now that my son is he just got his permit the other day, so now he's thinking about drive. He's thinking about all
Oh,
these
he
independent.
did get his permit, huh?
Yeah, he passed it. I took him. He passed the test. He failed the second one, and he just because
Right.
he overthought both of them. He was too confident. I let him fall on his face,
Okay.
but he passed it, and we took him to get the picture. Right. So now I'm like, he like, yeah, I can't wait till I get my car. I was like, how you gonna get a car? Well, I thought you was gonna give me one. Why would I give you a car? You gave all the girls one line, Carolina. Like you a boy.
Mm.
So I switched the script on him, and he knows I got him, but I'm
I know
teaching
what
you
you're
to be a
doing.
man.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
teaching you to
yeah.
be a man.
Mm-hmm.
So I told him I go half on him. So what's funny is we got a car. Um, I just sold one of my buddies a car. He's giving me this little PT Cruiser. Son don't like it, and it's a free car. But what I love what he said was he said, you know what? I just fix up and sell it, get some money, and do it 2 times, then get the car I want. I was like,
He's like, yeah, I like that. I like
I
that.
like that. I like that. I like that.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So I think that sometimes even when they don't want to admit it, some of the stuff that I drill into the principles they get. And I think my kids, let me tell you this. This is what's funny. My kids know I'm an asshole. So they do not want to give me credit on the spot sometimes.
Mm.
Because they don't want to they don't want to capitulate. You want to pull that up again? To
Hold on.
Yeah, pull it up. Pull it up. Pull it up.
You said what? Say it again. They
So
don't want to
my
give
kid
you a. Go ahead.
yeah, they don't want to give me credit sometimes intentionally because they don't want to capitulate to what my agenda is. They don't want to give in to me.
I thought you said
You
they
know,
don't want you to capitulate. Now you saying what?
they don't want to. That's why they want. That's why they won't give me credit in the moment.
That's not what you said. But I.
Yes, it is.
That's not what you said. I put it up there anyway.
They
But
don't want
that's
to give in. I know what it is,
no.
bro.
No. You said it
Look,
right
see,
now. You just said it
look,
right
look, do I
now.
gotta
But
put
that's
the
not what you
cameras
said.
here? Do I need to put the cameras on the degrees? You
That's
you,
not
you
what
want
you
to see?
said
You
originally.
see that?
Degrees. What? What?
God, dog, bro. I am educated. I know how to speak.
I didn't say
Jesus,
you didn't. We all
you
make
hurt.
we all
You hurt
make
my
mistakes.
feelings.
We all make
I'm
mistakes.
not making no mistake. I try not to. I ain't gonna use no word that I don't know what it is.
No, no, no.
I enjoy
Okay.
words,
All right.
dialogue. But yeah, I think they be asked because I'm asked. So we get it.
You just making more work for me on the edit table. It's all good.
How?
Language, people, language.
Oh
You
shoot,
you you
sorry.
get you giving it away for free.
Bro. So we could cut this and clip this and put it on the Patreon.
No, I'm just gonna just bleep.
You ain't gotta bleep it.
You want them to pay you to
Well,
give
pay
you
me.
that
Pay me.
language.
I got four
Not
letter words. I got
y'all.
5 letter words.
Yeah, don't give it. You just
Send me
giving
a
it
dollar.
away.
Y'all want
Don't
me to
give it
cuss?
away.
Send me a dollar. Send a dollar. Send a dollar to the cause. No, send Mike a dollar. Somebody a dollar. I don't care. Send Corey the money. That's what we
I
doing.
know,
Send
right?
Corey.
I-
Send it to Shakur Shelby. Give him all
Man,
the money. Give him all the money.
man.
Cause he got the chick with the bag.
Apparently, yeah. I get the bag. Yeah.
I almost had a yeah. I had to remember where I was when he started saying that, bro.
Oh, he was throwing some
Uh,
haymakers. I'm like, wait, whoa, whoa, whoa. But that's your
look, he
guy,
got a
so
shot.
I was like,
He got a shot. Said he got his Deontay Wilder on.
yeah, yeah.
He was swinging. I hope he's gonna knock somebody
Oh
out.
man,
That's what he
yeah,
thought.
yeah.
That's what he thought.
He was trying. It was cool.
You can't
So,
talk all that. They had to
so
get off the
yeah.
phone when they had to get off when the white woman say time to go.
Mm.
Can't do that, bro. Can't do that, bro. Can't do that, bro. She can't
Good.
do nothing for me but my taxes.
Hey, that was a good conversation though. After everybody left, it was still a good conversation. It's probably better than the conversation that was had without whatever. I don't know, but
Yeah, I say that.
good
Well, listen,
conversation
bro.
nonetheless.
I gotta eat something. Y'all ate on camera.
Yeah,
I'm
for sure.
supposed to eat every 5 hours, and it's been 8. So I gotta eat something. Wednesday, we good. We gonna make it keep it short and quick. Wednesday. Um, I'm looking at well, I was gonna get a microphone, but mm, I think these I'm gonna get a cordless mic. Yeah, but
Okay.
my office is open, so it might throw it off. I'm gonna play with that. But anyway, I'm about to bounce out, bro. I gotta get up here. Talk to my wife too about this Joey P. I'm gonna tell you in a minute.
Oh yeah, let me know. Yeah, before I close my eyes, give me the
Yeah,
update.
yeah.
All right,
All
y'all.
right,
We bring y'all number value. You know what I'm saying? We chop it up. We act crazy for y'all. We do it for y'all. We do it for the love of the game. Make sure you click the like button. He got the merch
hey,
on
hey,
tonight.
hey, I cut my stuff. I cut my stuff too, bro.
Yeah, he got them. He representing the merch tonight. I don't have it on, but I'll have it on Wednesday when we
You got the
chop up
colors
the
in your hat.
next.
You got the colors in
For
your hat.
sure. For sure.
All right.
Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. We out.